Hello and welcome to another amazing video. I am so happy that you are here because we're here to go over the second part of how to win friends and influence people. This is part two of the book. There's 6 things that Dale Carnegie mentions that you must master, that you must recognize, that you must do to make a lasting impression on people so they don't forget about you. Now, in the previous video, definitely go look for it, might be somewhere here. Number one was out of the 6, number one was take interest in others' interest. Number 2 is to smile. And then number 3 was to reign with names. Now, in this video, we're going to go over number 4, number 5, and number 6. Number 4 is how to listen longer. Number 5 is how to discuss what actually matters to them. And then number 6, we're going to talk about how to leave others a little bit better. Okay? So when it comes to listening longer, which is number 4, okay? This is the magic that when it comes to people, increasing their likelihood of making a friend or making an impact or, becoming authentic or sharing their most vulnerable self. Okay, this is something that they might not think about. And it's listening longer. We're quick to speak, we're quick to react, we're quick to share, okay? But how about if you just listen? When was the last time that you were able to share how you felt with someone and really know that that person heard you and understood you? Or maybe you have shared yourself with someone or a crowd and you didn't feel heard or understood. How does that make you feel? This happens a lot more often than we think, right? Now in a world, and this is why I chose this book, how to win friends and influence people in the digital age, because since we're all interconnected through the internet, through the information age, this is where we live right now. Everyone has access to things. Everyone knows things, right? So the best way for us to stand out is to actually just listen a little, take into consideration what is happening, and take a second to not just overreact and overextend and overdo when sometimes that's not the correct thing to do. Sometimes it's just a matter of like hearing someone out, listening to what's really going on, maybe taking some notes, trying to figure out what it is that they're saying, trying to figure out the situation, putting things into context. Now, if you wanted to find something, all you got to do is like Google it or YouTube it, and a lot of things will pop up. So being able to hone what it is that you're looking to find, okay? Because if you're looking for something specific, you're going to find it. If you're not looking for anything, you will find everything, okay? So what Dale Carnegie is mentioning here is that the power of listening, it is the power to change hearts and minds. And more consequently, it is the power of giving people what they most desire. It is to be heard. It is to be understood. And now, because everything is so like everywhere, that is the last thing that people are receiving. So going back to the principle of why we chose this book for financial freedom is if you're not aware of what it is that you want, okay? Or if you've made the decision to change and, up level your finances and up level your relationships and up level your business and your job, whatever it is that you want to do and up leveling it to the next level, I'm glad you're here, okay? Because this is a way to get you to the next level. Try to listen more so you can really receive more. The more you give, the more you receive, type of deal. Well, what if you listened more? You will get a lot more information. You will receive a lot more information. Sometimes that's the biggest gift that you can give someone, to just listen. Now, that's the fourth part of this particular book. That's chapter 4. Now, the fifth part is discussing what matters to them. So I love how he set this up, because if you can listen, okay, and then you can follow up with the fifth part, which is discussing what matters to them. And when you are able to discuss with another person something about what they just shared, now you become interesting. Now you're feeding that energy. You're like pouring onto them, and they're able to receive that energy and fill their cup and provide you in exchange what you need eventually, right? So what Dale Carnegie is mentioning is that when you are able to just do those things and you're able to listen and you're able to now move the conversation to talk about them, it's going to be a game changer. One of the stories that he mentioned in the previous chapter was that um, this guy in a band, he was flying United, and he noticed from the window seat they were throwing his guitar everywhere. Like, the guitars were $3,500 guitars that were going to be used for the show that they were going to actually play at. And he freaked out. He was like, "Hey, what's going on? Why would you throw my guitar? Like, that's an equipment, that's my tool, that's my job, that's like the thing that I need to perform. What are you doing?" And then the lady was like, "Don't talk to me. You can speak to my manager. You can, like, figure out some other way." And for 12 months, this guy was going back and forth with United, and nothing was getting resolved until he switched. He flipped the switch. And this is where I feel like in the digital age, people can take context and either make it positive or make it negative. Because what he was able to do, he actually wrote a song about his experience with United Airlines, and his goal was to get 1 million views. The guy got over 40 million views on the actual video and sharing it with the world. What happened to United? That company, its stock went down. Like, so many bad things happened to that company. Like, the reputation got tarnished, and it was really bad for them. Did he get reimbursed for his guitar that got damaged? Absolutely, and a lot more. But it did a lot more than that. It set a standard. It set an awareness. It set a conversation to be heard, to be understood. And now it flipped the switch to discuss what actually matters to people. Okay? And what really matters to people is what Dale Carnegie mentioned. It all has to be in alignment to what guides efforts to befriend or influence others. So one of the things that he was mentioning, that today's biggest enemy of lasting influence is the sector of both personal and corporate using that concerns, because it's like the manipulation in, let's say, YouTube or in corporate, you have to follow some kind of rules, right? Let's just say corporate. You have to follow certain type of rules, you have to follow some kind of policy, and then that messes with someone else's freedom. And then when people don't have their freedom and they're trying to abide by rules, there's a clash. So when it comes to this, when you start by actually listening to what people need, you will get to the solution a lot faster if you just take the moment to actually listen and actually discuss what it is that people want, right? So when was the last time that maybe you had an argument, or maybe you had some kind of concern, or maybe something happened that, hey, it was actually a big deal? Like, I'm going to share with you a quick little example, but it's something so simple, right? And it's not even a big deal, but it was something important. So I don't know if you guys know what Instacart is. This is an app that we've been using ever since we moved here to Austin, Texas. We're going to be traveling all year in the US. So we like to use certain apps like this to get our food delivered, and we don't have to like bother with, going out and doing all that stuff. Plus, it's like cold out, so we don't want to deal with that. So, anyways, Instacart is this app that gets people to go out, get the groceries, get the stuff that we need, and then delivers it to the front door, literally right there. Awesome. We had the same exact service in Mexico. We enjoyed it. So let's try it out in the US. Now, the first day was fantastic. We loved it. The second time, oh, amazing. The third time, the lady that was actually doing our Instacart order, she brought like half of the order, put it there, but then she forgot all of our veggies, all of our fruits that we already paid for. And we're like in the app, like, hey, are you downstairs? Did you forget a bag or two? Can you respond back? And then there was like absolutely no contact. So when we reached out to Instacart to see what's up, they were able to immediately take matters into their own hands, and they were able to resolve the issue. They credited us for the remaining items that were not delivered, and then we were able to reorder the entire thing. But the inconvenience of actually like not getting our stuff the way that we got it, that we needed it at that specific time and day, that's the part that needed to be listened, to be understood. Again, going back to the point here, discuss what actually matters to them. In this case, I'm the customer. Discuss what actually matters to me, which is getting what I need, when I need it, how I needed it, and that's it. In quality, obviously, and speed. So it's like those four things, if they're not being done, then that's on you, right? What the company did was issued the credit, and then they were able to resolve another issue, and then they were able to contact us, and they were able to, make it better. All in all, we were able to use Instacart again, and we actually just got another order, and it went awesome. The point that I'm stressing here is that if you are a business owner, if you are an employee, if you are someone that deals with people, okay, any type of medium, whether it's on the online, whether it's in person, or in the physical, okay, you must be able to put these little nuggets into your life to increase the output that you receive. So the more that you give, the more that you're going to receive. Okay. If you listen more, what do you think people are going to receive from or give to you? Right? They're going to want to listen to you. They're going to want to understand where you're coming from because you listened to where they're coming from and what it matters to them. So, and because that reciprocity is there, it goes into the sixth point, which is the final point of this particular 6 ways to make a lasting impression on people, which is the sixth step is leaving others a little bit better than how you met them. How amazing is it when you meet someone and you're like, oh, that person was amazing, or wow, such great guy, such great girl, wow, her energy was amazing. You know, I'll tell you a quick story. My mother-in-law, Margarita Black, I gotta tell you, every single time she is with people, she leaves a positive impact. Every time. Whether it's at freaking Publix, whether it's at the Trader Joe's, whether it is at some random place that we're at, okay? This woman has the power to get others to be like, oh my God, yeah. Or, thank you so much. You know, there's something about her that always makes people say, and this is quote like from 100, this is like 100 times that I've heard this. Her energy is infectious. Her energy is amazing. Oh, if I just had 1% of her energy, I would be alive. Like, what? She's living her life, but she lives it to the maximum. And I believe her secret is that if she's able to give straight up, she will be able to receive. So she understands the laws of the universe. So, for example, if and this has happened so many times, like it's and every single time that it happens, it's like, how'd you do that? For example, we've like let's say we the whole entire day we were doing errands, and then all of a sudden she's like, you know what, guys, let's have this like amazing dinner by the water. I feel like a really good vibe. And then we're in Boca, right, or Del Rey or Miami, wherever we are in South Florida. And then she's like, you know what, let's go to um a random place. Let's say Kiki on the river, right? Kiki on the river. Okay? Something crazy like that. And then she's like, yeah, let's just go to Kiki on the river. Let's just go. And if you guys don't know, Kiki on the river is no joke. Like, you got to make an appointment, you got to make a reservation. The only people that go to Kiki on the river are the people that have planned it for a whole month in advance and have saved, like, I don't know, 12 racks just in case. Anyways, we show up to Kiki on the river, and oh my gosh, what a coincidence. We find parking. Random. Everyone else had to park a mile away, but we just happened to park right in front. No big deal. Call it coincidence, call it luck. Okay. We walk up. The lady's like, hi, you got a reservation? Margarita Black says, no, actually, I'm here to sit by the water because I want to see the amazing sunset. And I want to make sure that my girls get the best amazing view because they're here for like 2 days. And I want to make sure that they came to Kiki on the river. This is the best spot for margaritas, right? This is the best spot for salmon. This is this place, right? And then the girl's like, yeah, this is the best place for the margaritas and the salmon. You know what? Come this way. Literally takes us to the best seat in the house. We sit in front, we see the entire sunset. The lady gives us the amazing order, okay? We have an amazing time. Like the waitress that comes and serves us is like, hi, how's it going? Heard like the girls are here for 2 days. Want to make sure you guys are taken care of. Let me know if you need anything. Like the whole vibe is amazing. Incredible vibe the whole entire time. Why? Why? If you look directly across from where we're sitting, across, you see a family literally sitting, not actually, you can't even sit to wait at Kiki on the river. You gotta go. Okay. But, anyways, the whole family's out there just like waiting, hoping to be seated someday. But no, we're enjoying the sunset, the vibe, the music, the energy, the food. Why do you think that happens? Why do you think we were able to do that? No reservation, absolutely no. We didn't even know about Kiki in the River until we Googled it or Google mapped it. It's because she gave first. She had no clue. It, literally, all we said was like the reviews were talking about the salmon and the sunset and the views and this and that. And that's all she remembered. So she showed up as that first. And she let them know that that's what we're here for because you guys have it and we want to make sure to share it and we want to make sure to give and we want to make sure that everyone knows about you guys. And how is that received? With open arms. Open arms. Like, come on in. Thank you. We've been expecting you. So that, if you can take the lesson behind that, it is invaluable. Next time you go to some kind of establishment, some kind of business, any place where you're looking to do something, whether it's Starbucks, whether it's a simple example could be Starbucks, or a WeWork or any place. If you're able to say, wow, this place is amazing. It showed up on Google and I'm so excited to be here because, I heard the latte was really good. And I want to make sure that I came here because you guys do the best lattes. And you're smiling and you're giving them the compliment and you're making sure that they know that you're here for that reason. Do you think that they're going to do a bad job on your latte? Hell no, they won't. People want to be listened, heard, understood. They want to be able to connect. So the last parts of this book, it's so important. If you can use these 6 ways to make a lasting impression, number 1, take interest in others' interests. Number 2, smile. 3, you got to master the names of people. Make sure to go check out the other video because I cover all of those 3 in depth. Number 4, listen a little bit longer. Take the time to understand. Number 5, discuss what really matters to them. Not what matters to you, to them. That will give you the answers that you need to move to the next step. Number 6, leave others with a better impression. Leave others a little bit better than how you found them. Leave others a little bit better. Those 6 things will help you become unshakable. They will increase the confidence within you like you've never felt before. Plus, with all that giving that you're going to be doing, get ready to receive. And I don't say this in a way of like, I have to give to receive, like this is always an exchange. No, sometimes by just giving, you're actually giving yourself the energy, the fuel, the accolades, the confidence, the true investment that you need to make a lasting difference within yourself. I wish I had 1% of what my mother-in-law has. I'll tell you that. She can speak to anyone about anything. But because I've been able to see it firsthand and I can share it with you with confidence because I've lived it, I've experienced it so many times. And now I've read it in this particular book, which I highly encourage you to get. There is no doubt in my mind that this is how you win friends and how you influence people. And now more than ever, you need authenticity. We need authenticity. I need to be authentic. That's why I'm here doing these videos. So I'm excited to connect with you further. If this is your first time on this video and you've watched the whole entire thing, congratulations. This is to me a conversation with you, and it's also as if we were, friends. And yes, I am trying to influence you to hit the like button and subscribe. Because the more people that we can get on this channel, the more that we can impact the lives of billions of souls worldwide to increase the freedom and the personal and financial freedom of the world. So I'm so excited for you. Thanks for being on this channel and thanks for watching this video. Talk to you soon. Share this with a friend, a family member, or maybe that one person that never smiles. Okay? Maybe this could make them smile. Anyways, I'll talk to you soon. Have a blessed day. See you later.